For every beloved Love Island couple that won, there is also one hated by everyone, starting with one of the most loved. Serena Page and Cordell Beckham aren't just fan favorites, they're being called the most authentic winners in Love Island USA history. But there's one moment that almost destroyed everything, and honestly, it's what made their love story so real. These two had that perfect early connection that you could feel through the screen. Like they weren't just flirting, they were having actual deep conversations while everyone else was playing games. They dominated every couple challenge from the heart rate game to that ridiculous baby bird challenge where couples had to feed each other. And when finale night came, the fan vote wasn't even close. But here's the thing that almost ruined it all. Casa Amor happened, and Cordell completely fumbled the bag. This man kissed bombshell Dia McGee and actually recoupled with her, leaving Serena completely single and heartbroken. We're talking full emotional breakdowns in the villa. Serena was crying, viewers were absolutely furious, and Cordell's name was trending for all the wrong reasons. The backlash was insane. Twitter was destroying this man. Fans went from loving him to calling him every name in the book overnight. And honestly, they had every right to be mad, because Serena deserved better than that mess. But here's why they're still number one. What happened after Casa Amor was pure relationship goals. They didn't just brush it under the rug like most villa couples do. They had real honest conversations about trust and insecurities. Cordell actually took accountability instead of making excuses.
I thought of it differently. Yes, I got caught up in a moment. I fucked up.
Serena set boundaries instead of just taking him back immediately.
I ended things, actually. What does that mean for us?
I don't know, Cordell.
Their redemption arc hit different because you could see they were working through actual relationship issues, not just manufactured drama for the cameras. When they met each other's families through those video calls, you could tell this was genuine. Their final dates where they said I love you felt earned, not scripted. That's why fans voted for them in massive numbers. Because sometimes the best love stories aren't perfect. They're real, but not every beloved couple started so smooth. Hannah and Marco's love story almost didn't happen because of one person who knew exactly how to destroy them. Hannah Wright and Marco Donatelli are engaged now, which is cute and all, but their villa journey was pure chaos, thanks to one specific bombshell who walked in with a target on their backs. Marco was an original islander who spent time in various couples until Hannah entered as a bombshell on day 2 and changed everything. Their chemistry was instant, like all banter and playful nicknames and that energy where you know they're gonna end up together. They killed it in villa games, especially that kissing challenge where they basically made out in front of everyone. But then producers decided to test them in the most evil way possible. Marco's ex-girlfriend Hannah Ortega walked into the villa as a bombshell. Not just any ex, his actual ex who knew all his buttons and exactly how to push them. The jealousy was immediate and messy. We're talking heated arguments, tense recoupling ceremonies where Hannah was basically fighting for her man, and confrontations that had the whole villa taking sides. And the thing is, you could tell this wasn't just regular villa drama. This was personal. Hannah Ortega came in with a mission, and she almost succeeded. The tension was so thick that fans started questioning if Hannah and Marco's connection was even real, or if producers just manufactured this whole storyline for views. What saved them and made them winners wasn't avoiding the drama. It was Marco choosing Hannah Wright repeatedly through every single temptation. Casa Amor, he stayed loyal. Ex-drama, he picked Hannah every time. Every recoupling, every challenge, every moment when he could have switched, he didn't. That consistency combined with their genuine humor and the way they could laugh through the chaos convinced America they were the real deal. Plus their soul ties thing became iconic, like they turned a messy situation into this beautiful love story about fighting for each other. That's why they're engaged now, because they proved they could handle anything together. But sometimes being real and fighting through drama isn't enough to keep fans on your side. Zeta and Timmy had everything going for them, until one family member walked in and changed the entire game. Zeta Morrison and Timmy Pandolfi were electric from day one with that shared Jamaican heritage and chemistry you could feel through the screen. But their own family created villa chaos that was so messy fans couldn't look away. These two connected immediately, like day one couple vibes with actual substance behind it. They had that passionate energy where you knew they were either gonna win or completely implode. No in between. They dominated group games and had this raw attraction that made every challenge they did together must-watch TV. But then family got involved, and everything went sideways. Zeta's sister Brya and her brother Chaz entered the villa as a sibling bombshell duo, and Chaz immediately chose to couple his sister with Timmy. This wasn't just regular bombshell drama. This was family literally breaking up a solid couple. Brya and Timmy were forced together, which created the most chaotic love triangle in Love Island USA history. Zeta was furious, Timmy was confused, and the siblings were stirring the pot like it was their job. The villa was completely divided with people taking sides. Meanwhile, Zeta said bet and started exploring with Jeff Christian. We're talking kisses, dates, the whole thing. It was petty and messy and exactly what you'd do if your man's situation got complicated. But watching it play out was painful because you could tell these two actually cared about each other. They won because viewers love passionate, messy couples who fight hard but love even harder. After all the drama and eliminations and apologies, they found their way back to each other through those compatibility challenges and those sexy dance-offs that proved their chemistry was still there. When they rebuilt trust and started dominating as a couple again, fans remembered why they fell for them in the first place. Their win felt like watching two people who were meant to be together figure it out despite all the chaos around them. That passion that almost destroyed them is what made them compelling winners. But what happens when winners make history for all the right reasons? Then everything falls apart after the cameras stop rolling. Justine and Caleb broke barriers and won hearts, but their post-show split divided fans forever. Justine Ndiba and Caleb Corprew made Love Island USA history as the first Black winners, and their journey felt genuinely meaningful. But their legacy got complicated when they split in 2021. This was during the pandemic season in Vegas, so everything was different. Limited islanders, virtual family meets, no normal villa activities, just people really getting to know each other. Justine started coupled with others like Tre, facing early rejections that had her feeling low. Caleb was exploring with Rachel before they slowly found each other mid-season. Their connection was built on real conversations about culture, shared experiences, and vulnerability that felt authentic in a way villa relationships usually don't. They navigated all those COVID restrictions and isolation challenges while becoming viewer favorites amid total villa chaos. Like Johnny and Celie were having explosive fights, other couples were messy, and Justine and Caleb were just steady. Their heart-to-hearts felt genuine, their cultural conversations resonated with viewers, and when they won, it felt like a landslide victory that meant something bigger than just reality TV. When they split in 2021, there were rumors and speculation about what happened, but the details remained private between them. Their breakup proved that winning Love Island is just the beginning. What happens after the cameras stop rolling determines how fans remember you forever. Their villa connection was real, their win was deserved and historic, but like many reality TV couples, maintaining a relationship in the real world proved challenging. Sometimes breaking barriers comes with extra pressure that not every couple can handle. Speaking of couples who couldn't handle the pressure, some never even had a real chance to begin with. Elizabeth and Zach seemed like the perfect first winners, but fans are calling them the most overrated couple ever. Elizabeth Weber and Zach Mirabelli locked in on day one of the very first season and never wavered, but that's exactly why some fans think they're the most boring winners in Love Island USA history. These two found each other in the first coupling ceremony and basically said, "We're done looking." By week 2, they were saying, "I love you," and declaring exclusivity while everyone else was still figuring out the game. They avoided every partner swap, every temptation, every bit of drama that makes Love Island interesting. And honestly, that strategy worked perfectly for season 1. While the villa was buzzing with switches and drama from islanders like Caro and Ray, Elizabeth and Zach were off having romantic beach picnics and yacht dates like they were on The Bachelor. They excelled in every low-drama challenge, compatibility quizzes, physical games, anything that didn't involve relationship chaos. They were the stable anchor in a season where everyone else was messy, and America rewarded them with an easy win. But then they split at the end of 2019 with zero fanfare, zero drama, just a quiet breakup that nobody really cared about. They represent everything early Love Island was safe, predictable, and honestly kind of boring. In a show that thrives on chaos, Casa Amor betrayals and emotional breakdowns, being the couple that avoided all drama made them forgettable. They paved the way for much messier, more entertaining winners. But as trailblazers, they set the bar pretty low. Their love story was basically, we met, we stayed together, we won, we broke up. No redemption arc, no fighting for each other, no memorable moments that fans still talk about. Just existing until the finale. But at least they weren't as polarizing as our next couple. This couple got mixed reactions from fans, and their breakup months later didn't help their case. Olivia Kaiser and Cordell Gandy's late-season romance felt calculated to many fans, and when they split in December 2021, months after their August win, it confirmed suspicions for viewers who never believed in their connection. Let me paint you the picture of how messy this was. Olivia came in day 1 and spent the entire season exploring with different guys. We're talking steamy kisses with Giovanni Vega, dates with Will Moncada, basically treating the villa like a dating app where she could swipe right on whoever was convenient. Meanwhile, Corey was coupling up platonically with women like Trina and Florida, getting through Casa Amor by testing options instead of building real connections. These two were basically friends until it became strategically smart to be more. They only turned romantic in the final weeks after eliminations started getting serious, and they realized they needed each other to survive. One heart rate challenge suddenly sparked their chemistry. and many fans could see this felt more like strategy than genuine feelings. They survived public votes through last-minute resilience and challenges, scraping by while better couples got eliminated. Their surprise win felt like America settling for the least problematic option instead of voting for actual love. While some fans supported them, many others viewed their relationship as inauthentic from the start. This was season 3, which was already a low-rated season, and Olivia and Corey represented what frustrated many viewers, couples forming out of convenience instead of genuine connection. When they split in December 2021, several months after the show ended, it felt like validation for fans who never believed in their relationship. Their win became a case study in the difference between strategic gameplay and authentic romance. But there's one couple that makes their controversial win look tame. Amaya Espinal and Brian Arenales represent everything wrong with modern Love Island, a shocking upset win that had fans immediately wishing they could take their votes back. These two started completely mismatched in Season 7. Amaya was facing early fizzles with every coupling, Brian was getting rejected by bombshells left and right. They were basically the villa's leftovers until Casa Amor when they suddenly found each other out of necessity, not genuine connection. But somehow, America fell for their underdog story and voted them to win. And then reality hit. Their villa journey was messy from start to finish, heated arguments during challenges like the rankings reveal, barely scraping through eliminations, and bonding over trauma talks that felt more like therapy sessions than romance. Brian resisted temptations at Casa Amor, but mainly because his options were limited. Amaya navigated jealousy from her ex-flings, but again, she didn't have better choices. Their entire relationship was built on being each other's last resort. The voting was controversial, with fans surprised by the results since many expected other couples to win. When they split quickly after the reunion with rumors about cheating, it confirmed what many viewers suspected about their connection. They won through a perfect storm of sympathy votes and viewer fatigue with the other couples, but their quick split turned their surprise win into what many consider the most regretted vote in Love Island USA history. This is what happens when fans vote for the underdog story instead of actual compatibility. Their legacy became a warning about the difference between rooting for someone and actually believing in their relationship. Season 7 was already struggling with authenticity issues, and their win felt like the final proof that something was off. When winners break up immediately after filming, it makes the whole thing feel pointless. Which couple do you think actually deserved to win? Let me know below and subscribe for more Love Island drama.